Good morning, a very cold morning indeed. This is your sister, Senator Angela. I think it's about 17, 19 degrees. Only high supposed to be like 28 degrees. I don't usually wear coats, but I found this for a really good sale. But anyway, let's start with the outfit from the bottom. And these are some Adidas. I don't know if you would call them Sambas, but they're like a velvet material and the leather and the beige stripes. And I love them so much, I got them too big for myself. But anyway, I usually wear about a 7 in Adidas Sambas, and I got these in an 8, the only size they had left. But I took it anyway, and so I figured I'd wear socks with it so it won't flop off my feet. I love these shoes, this beautiful burgundy color, like I said, the velvet and the leather material, just gorgeous shoe. I found this beautiful jacket walking in the mall one day, not gonna be getting anything, just dropping off some things at the tailor's, and I look in garage, the window, and at a distance I see these puffer looking jackets. It was a light gray, a black, and this beautiful burgundy color. And it said sale over there. I said, well, let me see what kind of sale. And so I go over there, and it's on sale for $60. And it's usually about 120, something like that, dollars it said. And so I said, well, this is a good deal. You know, even though I didn't plan to get anything, I said, I'm gonna get this. So I take it to the register, and she rings up $43. I'll say, oh, yeah. She said, yeah, 60% off. She said, yeah, these jackets really did good up north in New York, but here in North Carolina, it didn't really get that cold. And so they just really bringing it back to see if it'll sell or what's left to sell. But it was really popular, like she said, in New York. And I said, well, I lucked out a lot. And I got this in a small medium. I tried on the medium, large, but I really looked like the Michelin tire man's wife in that, because it was really, really bulky. But this small medium fit just perfectly. As you can tell, it's really plush. As you can tell, very thick material, keeps you warm. I'm almost to break out in a sweat with it on, but it's gorgeous, shiny burgundy material, very thick and stylish, and I love it, and it matches the shoes perfectly. And these are just some regular jeans that I found for $19.99. You don't really have to spend a lot of money to get perfectly fitting jeans, in my opinion. And of course, since I got beige in the shoes, I decided to wear a beige turtleneck, a little gold earrings, and these glasses. I thought they'd be really cute and different with it. It's like beige tortoise and little red at the bottom. And as usual for makeup, just focusing in on good skincare, simple, and a little bit of Lancome's burgundy lipstick that I wear and I've had for years. And that's it for what I'm wearing. Really cute, comfortable, sporty, cute. And what will the fragrance be for the day? Well, I wanted to wear something I hadn't worn in a while. So what I did, I started off with a fragrance oil from Brown Sugar Babe, and this is Wild Card, which is inspired by Baccarat. I think the extract version. But anyway, the usual Baccarat smell, except it's a little more woodier. It still has the saffron and that burnt turned sugar type of smell, long lasting. Every time I wear it, I go somewhere, I say, oh, someone got on some strong perfume. And later on, I find out that it's me. This lasts for hours. You don't need a lot. It's very potent. And then I went in with my old but goodie, Delina Exclusif. Delina Exclusif, as we know, came out in 2018. I got this maybe in 2020. I like the Exclusive better than the original, but I like the original as well, and I have the body cream in that. But I like the Exclusive because it's a little bit more, a little stronger, more intense. It still has the lychee and the rose and the sandalwood. It's incense. It has a little bit more mystery to it, a little bit more depth to it, but it's still a very gorgeous, rosy, lychee, beautiful fragrance. So I say don't forget to, wear your fragrances, because, we pay all this money. And if I knew then, or if they had then, the smaller ones, like I do with the other Delinas, I would have, well, not Delinas, but the other, the other fragrances on this line, I would have got the 30 ml, because this, like I've had since maybe 2020, I'm not even halfway through this. Not that I don't love it, but I just have a lot of fragrances and I don't wear this enough. But anyway, let this be your cue to wear your fragrances. There are lots and lots of new fragrances out, and I don't think I've bought anything yet since 2026. But anyway, wear your fragrance. Delina Exclusif is gorgeous, as we all know. Anyway, that's it for what I'm wearing. Thanks for visiting the city. Stay warm. It's very frigid outside, and it's going to get even more cold, but at least I'm prepared. Anyway, take care.